Good evening, and here's our top story. President Obama announced Monday that he'd like to expand the school year by 1 month. The proposed extension is part of Obama's new Make Little Kids Hate Me Too bill.
The federal government is working with internet service providers to develop software that would enable spying on the online activities of internet users. The working name for this technology, Facebook.
A major train station in Paris was evacuated Monday after a suspicious package was found, commented a French police officer.
Upon examination of this package, we found it had an item which strikes terror into the heart of all French people. It had a bar of soap.
Warren Buffett held a conference with Chinese millionaires encouraging them to be more charitable with their fortunes. In response, fortune cookies will now offer 5 additional lucky numbers.
On Thursday, Governor Schwarzenegger signed a bill that would reduce penalties for marijuana from a misdemeanor to an infraction. Commented Schwarzenegger.
My hope with this new law is that Californians get so high they forget I was ever governor. I won't be back, California. In fact, I was never here.
On Thursday, the Walt Disney Company announced that they are backing Michelle Obama's campaign to cut back on childhood obesity. First step, raising the prices on all the food they sell at the theme parks.
Bonnie and Clyde director Arthur Penn died on Tuesday at the age of 88 in a hail of bullets.
And now where hard news meets Hollywood, here with the entertainment news is our own Cosmo Coenga.
Announced Monday that he and his wife of 17 years are getting divorced. Hours later, Carlos Mencia announced that he and his wife of 17 years are getting divorced. Amy Fisher, the so-called Long Island Lolita, famous for her teenage affair with Joey Buttafuoco, made her debut this week as an adult film star, which means that it is now Amy Fisher's turn to get shot in the face. On Friday, A&E premiered a reality show chronicling Tony Danza's experience teaching a year of 10th grade English. As a result, every one of the students will now be repeating the 10th grade. Another one? Okay. And finally, Joe Mantell, the character actor who delivered the iconic line, "Forget it, Jake, it's Chinatown" in the classic 70s film, died Wednesday at age 94. Mantell is survived by his daughter, his sister, his daughter, his sister, his daughter, and his sister. You're welcome.
Cosmo.
You're welcome.
That was poignant. Neil Diamond has been nominated for possible induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The news was greeted by loud applause from everyone's mother.
George Lucas revealed Wednesday that he is planning to re-release the Star Wars movies in 3D. However, he promises that Hayden Christensen's acting will remain one-dimensional.
A new survey by the Pew Forum found that atheists and agnostics are more knowledgeable about religions than any other religious group. However, the study did find that fundamental Christians are more knowledgeable about NASCAR.
Former Raiders Hall of Fame quarterback George Blanda has died at age 83. Blanda's body will be buried in Oakland, then dug up and buried in Los Angeles for a few years, and then moved back to Oakland again.
Research shows that Viagra may effectively treat prostate cancer, especially if your prostate cancer has trouble getting an erection.
British authorities authorities have determined that alcohol was the sole cause of death of a 29-year-old man who drank a pint of vodka in 4 seconds. Commented a 3-month-old Russian baby.
It's a pussy. A Russian baby.
A new study finds that women apologize more than men. The most common apology from women: "I'm sorry I married you."
And now with an in-depth look at one of the week's big stories in the segment that's twice as important as AC 360, TSW 720 with guest host, just fired CNN anchor, Rick Sanchez.
Hey, thank you, Matt and Melissa. Yeah, welcome to Rick's List. I'm Rick Sanchez. Hey, tonight we're going to be talking about illegal immigration, the controversy that was thrown to the governor's race of California. Now, on Wednesday, Meg Whitman's former housekeeper, Nikki Diaz, held a press conference claiming the Republican candidate knew she was an illegal immigrant when she hired her. Well, she's here tonight. Please welcome housekeeper Nikki Diaz and attorney Gloria ALLRED. Welcome to Rick's List.
Yeah, thanks a lot. My client worked for the Whitman family for 9 years before being callously fired when it wasn't politically convenient for Miss Whitman.
Well, I went to Miss Whitman to ask for help in legalizing my status.
Tears, Nikki, tears! That's what we talked about, right? Crying.
I went to Miss Whitman to ask for help in legalizing my status. And instead she fired me. And she said never mention her name again. And then she threw me out like a piece of garbage.
Like a piece of garbage. Just the same way a cable news network would throw out an anchor who says something that's not a northeastern liberal elite. You know, someone who is seen as like a second tier. You know, I know how you feel. Me, her mama.
I'm not your sister.
Okay, you know, it's not just that that she was fired, okay? It was that Miss Whitman refused to pay her gas, her mileage expenses. Rather, she made her work extra hours, more than the agreed upon hours. I mean, what?
Right, it's exactly like a certain situation I know where, you know, a reporter, an anchor, does a show in the afternoon, then he's asked to do a primetime show in the evening, and then that primetime show is yanked away and given to an ex-governor who loves hookers. I mean, it's exactly the same thing.
No, it's not. That's not
it's
the
exactly
same.
the same thing.
At all.
You know, mi madre used to say a thing about this. You know, you were there.
No.
Anyway, but here's the thing. We all know what's happening here. We know what's happening. It's people that hire maids like Nikki. You know, those people are a lot like Jon Stewart. You know, those people. You know what I mean.
Like funny people?
No, you know, the Jon Stewart people. You know, those people. You know, they look down at Nikki and me because we're Latino.
No, I think they look down at you because you are stupid.
One more thing before you go. I don't have a job. I could really use you taking my case. What about it?
You fucking insane. Let's get out of here. Let's go. We got
Gloria ALLRED and the illegal immigrant housekeeper, everyone. And finally on Rick's List, Stephen J. Cannell, the TV writer who created several hit shows, including The A-Team, died on Thursday at age 69. Cannell's family is very saddened by the fact that Cannell lived long enough to see the A-Team movie. For Top Story Weekly, I'm Rick Sanchez, and I'll work for anybody, except the Jews maybe, but hey, I need a job! Good night!